Shit, hopefully it stay on this time, man. All right, back to Matthew 2nd chapter. It says, verse 8, and he sent them to Bethlehem, King Herod. And when King Herod sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. And when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned of Yahweh in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed unto their own country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod would seek the young child to destroy him. Exactly. And when he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night, and departed into Egypt, and was there unto the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise man, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and in the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which had been diligently inquired of the wise men. Yep. So yeah. So there's nothing new under the sun, man. Esau did the shit roughly 2,000 years ago, and they're doing the same thing today. Same thing happened to us in ancient Egypt, man. When our numbers started to get too mighty, man, and too numerous. You know, we started to get too populous. And here come the wicked. Here come the goddamn Egyptians trying to cut our numbers down, man. You know? So, let me get So they straight up tried to abort Yahawashi. Basically, tried to abort Yahawashi. Give me a second. Psalms 127. Psalms 127. Camera doing what it's supposed to do. Psalms 127. This is Psalms 127, verse 3. It says, lo, children are an inheritance of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Exactly. Children are inheritance of the Lord, man. So you got these women running around talking about their body, their choice, man. Trying to justify killing their own babies. Their body, their choice. As if there's not another living, breathing human being inside them, man. There's another body inside you, pregnant woman. I'm talking about you pregnant Israelite women, man. And if you another nation that's pregnant by a Jake male, man. Your body, your choice, right? But the scriptures say children are inheritance of the Lord. Your children belong to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi, man. That don't belong to you. Your body don't even belong to you. My body don't belong to me, you know? We belong to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. So, once again, it says, lo, children are inheritance of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them, that shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemy in the gate. Exactly, man. So, people, let me read it again. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Exactly. So, children are really a defense, man. They're a defense. You know? That's why this devil wants us to kill all our children, and the ones that are born, he wants them dumb and stupid, man. For they can be a defense for him. For they can fight in his military, for they can work in his workforce. You know? Whether it be the workforce on the job market or in the prisons and the jails, man. You know? So, once again, lo, children are inheritors of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. And as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that had his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Exactly. Shit, now you ashamed if you got a bunch of children, man. That's a goddamn shame. Why are you ashamed in this society when you got a bunch of children? Because this devil make it so hard to be a father. He make it so hard, man. And then you got the so-called mothers. They out here wild and goddamn reckless, man. Keeping you away from your child because of their own personal issues, man. Their own vendettas they got with you. You know? Man, it's a shame to have a bunch of children. And hey, Jake got that goddamn stigma. That stigma on them as if they're bad fathers, deadbeat fathers, man. You know? And who put that stigma out there on us? The so-called black woman and the so-called white man. But they're the true deadbeats. You women that were out there aborting your kids, you the deadbeat. You women who are out there having babies for money, for welfare checks and checks from the government and child support, man. You know, and all these government checks, man, y'all the real deadbeats, man. You sat here and had a damn child because of monetary gain. You know? Not because you love your child and you love the man you had it with. That's a damn shame, man. Now if you got a bunch of children, you depressed, man. You depressed. You getting dragged through the damn mud, but you still supposed to have those children. You ain't got no right to abort no baby, man. You ain't got that right, man. That's not a right, that's a wrong. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that Deuteronomy. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay, let me see if I can Google that real quick. Okay, I was in the right chapter. I just couldn't find the verse. Deuteronomy 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life. Like they say, pro-life. We're supposed to choose life, man. Choose life. It says, therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Exactly. So if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you're supposed to be pro-life out the gate. You know, nothing else is an option. You're supposed to be pro-life, not pro-choice, not pro-death, pro-life, that thou and thy seed may live, man. The scriptures tell us to multiply and be fruitful. You know, but in this society, you don't want to multiply and be fruitful, man. And the devil got it set up that way. He got it set up that way for you. You don't want no kids, man. And if you do got some kids, they his before they're yours. They belong to him. That's why you can come and take them away, man. That's why they got birth certificates for your children. You know? That's why your children have a social security number. That's why your ass will go to jail if your children ain't going to school. They'll book you on truancy laws, man. You know? You try to homeschool your child, they take you through hell and high water just to be able to do that. You know? Wicked, man. So this is Deuteronomy 30 and 19. It says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. That both thou and thy seed may live. But now what do you have? You got our women, man. God's chosen people, his women, his daughters, out here protesting against Wade versus Roe v. Wade being overturned, man. You know? Out here twerking in the streets. How is that a protest? You know? This place is so damn through. It's so damn through, man. And that's a good thing. You know? It's so damn through. It's so damn through. So, let me see what I got, man. Let me see. Limitation. 4 and 1. Limitation 4 and 1. It says, how has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious stones of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to the young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. It says, the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man break it unto them. Exactly, man. So the daughters of our nation have become cruel. And not just the daughters, man, the men. They cruel too, man. The sons are cruel too. You got these men that willfully just walk women into the abortion clinic to kill the baby, man. Because they don't want to be responsible. You know? And I'm going to say this, it's a beautiful thing to see you women getting y'all power snatched from y'all, man. You know, you getting that dusty ass crown knocked off your head, man. Go sit in the dust, bitch. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Now y'all about to be held liable, and y'all ass are about to be held responsible, man. Y'all got to practice responsibility, man. You know, you got to be responsible with your womb, with your vajayjay, man. Yeah, you just can't throw a baby in the, hey, they're going to be throwing babies in the dumpsters now, man. You know? And doing back alley abortions with hangers and, oh man, eating their babies. You know? And you know what's even more fucked up? The Lord said, woe to you that give suck in those days. If you and your baby them ain't elect, it's woe to you any damn way. You know? But I'm just saying, according to the laws of Yahawashi, you're supposed to have babies. You know? But you got your babies, you're supposed to follow the laws of Yahawashi. Put your faith in Yahawashi. For you won't fall into that category of woe unto you that give suck in those days. You don't want to fall into that category. Because you're going to be the one eating your baby. So, fucking retard, man. Faggot. Weird ass dude. Fucking weird ass dude. But, where we at, man? You people make you whoop their ass, man. Where we at? See, that motherfucker know he could have went around. See, scored. So I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1 through 5. 12 and 1 through 5. People make you whoop their ass, boy. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1 through 5. Wisdom of Solomon 12, 1 through 5. It says, for thine incorruptible, for thy uncorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chasteneth them little by little, and little by little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance, wherein they have offended, that leaveth their wickedness, they may be, hold on, let me read it again. Therefore chasteneth thou them by little and little, that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance, wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. Exactly. So, hey, the Lord chastises his people, man. He won't try to believe. That's why he keep putting his foot in y'all ass, man. Jake continue to rebel. Jake continue to be wicked. You know? And a lot of Jakes, they living real good. Like I'm looking at this car right now. This car is about 80 years old, man. But it's in mint condition, and Jake is driving it, man. It's worth something. You know? So a lot of them old Jakes, you can't really tell them nothing. They living too good, and they already defeated. They crouched down, man. But it says, for it was thy will to destroy the hands of our fathers, both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices. So he's supposed to use this as an example. Most High was destroying the people the ones of our people who used witchcraft, odious works of witchcraft, and wicked sacrifices, man. We're supposed to use that as an example of how not to be. And one of the main sacrifices Jake was doing was sacrificing their own babies, man, to Molech, the wicked Canaanite god Molech, man, who was basically a false deity, man, an idol. So it says, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh in the feast of blood. It says, those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh in the feast of blood. You know? So the Lord was destroying these people because they were murderers of his children, they were devourers of man's flesh, being just like the damn Canaanites, man. And they had feast of blood. Jake was following this shit, man. With their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help. It says that the land which thou esteemed above all other might receive a worthy colony of God's children. Exactly. Most High kicked Canaanites out of the ancient Israel, which was called Canaan at the time, and put his people in there to practice righteous laws, man. He gave us the Holy Land to live holy, man. But instead, Jake adopted the ways of them goddamn Canaanites, man, and waxed worse and worse. And now look where we at. In the middle of hell, man, aka America, under the worst of the worst people. Esau Edom, man. So-called white man. Shit crazy, bro. This shit crazy. And Jake love it here. You just love it here. Because they can do whatever they want sexually, man. Shit crazy. Weird ass people. So I'm gonna get hold on. So I can, man. Hold on. Bro, the screen. All right, 2 Timothy 2. 2 Timothy 2.